Hi, I'm Gigi,
And I'm Mimi.
and this is Love
Love
Island
Island tea
Tea Time. Mm.
time.
I got my matcha ready.
It looks delicious. I have peppermint tonight.
Mm.
Well, today.
Peppermint.
Peppermints.
I love that. It feels like everything and nothing happened this episode,
It
doesn't it?
truly did. It did. Like, there was a lot of chats.
So many chats.
There were so many chats. There was a lot of Priya. And then Bebe Rhexa also took up like a quarter of the show.
Yeah, of course. The party always has got to take up time. Every time.
Yeah.
She
She
called out
killed
Jasmine for
it.
being a baddie.
Yes, she called out Jasmine for being a baddie. She said, Simba, be a good boy, because you're not.
Will he ever, though? Will he ever?
No. No. I don't feel like he will. I'm waiting for
Um,
Casa.
I know, so soon. It's so soon. I feel like Sean and Lola, Finley and Ellie, and kind of Jasmine and Kavan all got the ghost edit,
Mm-hmm.
like as
Yeah.
couples.
Yeah,
There's
I
just
just don't.
like nothing.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of Aidan, Priya, Samraj.
It's interesting. It's very interesting because the Samraj thing is just like he's making it worse, but also Priya
Mm-hmm.
is still rubbing me the wrong way. Like I'm starting to not like anyone in this triangle situation. Priya's livid
Yeah.
about it like taking too long to get her coffee, and so they finally like came clean to her, right? Like Micah finally talks to her.
Yes,
You're
which I
like,
was very proud of her for.
which is like finally. But
Mm-hmm.
also, to be fair, when Micah had the conversation with Samraj, it sounded like he was still confused over whether or not Micah wanted to actually focus on him. Didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Because he
Yeah,
was
a little
like, I
bit.
don't actually know where you're at.
That, and he also made it seem like, well, I don't want to ruin our friendship. So they both seemed on the fence about it.
For real. And also, like, the other episode where they were up there talking, at least Priya made it seem like it was forever they were talking. And we saw like 2 minutes of that conversation. And I see people everywhere being like, you guys rekindled it 2 nights ago. Da, 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 you're all fucking evil. And like, well, they're not going about it the best way. And Samraj is also confusing me because he's like, I'm not making up my mind yet between Priya and Mika. And I was like, well, you sounded like you weren't fucking with Priya, actually. But then I guess
No,
maybe messing
no, but
around in bed
then,
changed his mind.
I mean, again, we have to remember these are men at the end of the day, and they're going to think
Confusing.
with different parts of their body in the moment, I think. Um, I did appreciate that he at least was honest about it to Mika, but it shouldn't have happened in the first place. If he's been going around telling people he got the ick from Priya, and then you're going to go, how, like,
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And then I saw someone say it was giving young bull vibes that guy did with Lauren last season where he like slept with her, but then like the next day said he was into Tony still. And that was like super
mm,
like not okay. And that girl was like crying. And you're like, oh my God, poor thing. But I don't think it's that bad because he told Priya to her face that he is considering taking things further with Mika. So to me, it
mm-hmm.
was like a little bit of a red flag from Priya. And it was giving like, oh yeah, Lorenzo and me kissed last night. It was totally him. And now I was fully expecting her to come into the dressing room and be like, me and
Mm,
Samraj almost banged last night, Mika. Like, it was giving she was trying to stake her claim to me because he warned her. He was wrong
mm-hmm.
for it too, but also, like, if it was me, I'd be like, no, make up your mind first before you start whatever.
Yeah. Oh, now that you said that, that makes a lot of sense. I didn't even think about it that way.
Right? Like, what's
Mm,
she doing? She
I
was
don't know.
storming around, ranting
Her
and raving
diva
about her
behavior,
coffee.
it was not cute. I was like there were multiple times where I had to write ick. Why is no one obsessed with me? I had my
I mean,
moment and then, now nothing. I was like, girl.
Well, also because she fucked around and found out she, like, put too many eggs in too many baskets, and then everybody moved on because they're like, "Oh, well, I don't actually have her attention." So that's part of why, Priya, you didn't really chase one guy or, like, 2 guys.
Mhm.
And then also and it's, like, fine, like, again, it's like, sure, someone should be obsessed with one of all of those girls. So, like, I feel the venting, but it was just, like, her assuming Samraj wasn't gonna give her her coffee was just I was like, "Girl."
That was yeah, that was too much for me. I did not like that from her at all.
Also, did they catch her looking into the camera during the Bebe Rhexa party? Like, I thought they caught her looking into the camera twice,
Oh,
actually.
really? I
Yeah, there
didn't
was
pay
a
attention
moment
to that.
when during the Bebe Rhexa party that she fully was dancing. It was like, I was like, "Oh, hello." And then there was a moment when she was talking to Samraj when he said that they should slow down in the bedroom, which thank you for at least saying that, I guess.
Mhm. Mhm.
And then I think it was the edit. I don't think she actually looked in the camera, but I had to rewatch it like 3 or 4 times, like, rewind, because I was like,
Mhm.
did they just edit it so it looked like she was looking to the camera? Was she looking into the camera?" So, I can't tell what's going on anymore. Because then if they're putting in these intentional shots to give us an opinion of her, I'm like, "Is she supposed to be getting the villain edit? Is Samraj getting the villain edit? Is it Micah?" Like, I can't tell whose side the producers are on anymore.
I can't either. I think it's every man for himself, maybe, at this point of just like, we're just gonna show you what it is. I don't
Yeah.
know. Because I really can't tell who the villain is either. I'm like, there's a lot of moving parts to this story, and I don't know who to be upset at.
Mark my words, Priya and Mika will both move on and cause some more. I'm just saying, like, Samraj is gonna get his karma, it's fine.
That's true. And I really didn't want that for Samraj. Like, he was just, I think, the only boy besides Sam that I was like really backing, so to speak.
Yeah, and
Because
it
he
seems like
seems so
he's
sweet.
confused or like he's getting like too much from the other boys, but then we also watched him and Aidan talk Kavan out of closing it off with Jasmine,
Right.
which was like,
Mhm. Yeah, I
okay.
expected that from Aidan. I didn't expect that from Samraj. I thought he would have been like, yeah, dude, lock it off. Like, if you're happy.
Well,
But
I mean, to me, it's giving maybe Samraj has some feelings about Jasmine and doesn't want her to be locked
I
off, but whatever,
knew,
whatever.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew it.
Of course I was gonna say that. I just want to see them together. Like, it'll either happen on the show or will happen outside the villa because there's clearly unfinished business there. Speaking of Mr. Unfinished Business,
Jesus Christ.
Aiden
I
again.
can't. I
Again. It's like
can't.
watching the same thing on repeat. Oh, well, I feel like maybe there's something still there between me and you. And Yasmin is like, hello?
Where was I? Did I miss that chapter of my life?
She's literally like, you call me another girl's name 3 times, I'm done with you. And then he still opened his mouth and was like, blah, blah, blah. I think me and you could have something. I'm still tempted to rekindle something. And she's like, I'm not interested.
Oh my gosh. I felt secondhand embarrassment for Aiden. I was like, just stop. She literally has made it clear. She wants nothing to do with you. And you're still going on about, well, you never know. No, we know. She
She
knows.
knows. We know. She knows. She done with you, homie. It's done.
Right.
There wasn't a good kiss. You messed around and you found out. You kept calling her another girl's name. It's done. You acted like a big child. Like, what is not computing? And
I
thank
know.
God Tina is with him now and she
Thank
is
God.
shutting that shit down. I told you she was going to end up being a fave. I told you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. She called it out. I love that she isn't falling for his BS like everyone else did. I'm like, I think you actually need this.
Oh, oh my goodness. The glitching is real. Stand by for service interruptions. I don't know what just happened. Your camera turned into a rave. It's like flashing. You
Yeah, I
okay
don't
over
know what
there?
happened either. I don't know what happened either. Just if recording stopped because the microphone or something like that.
Oh, weird. Well, the spirit
Yeah.
of Aiden jumped out and said, "Stop talking shit about me."
That was our karma.
Sorry, Aidan, but you're crazy. You move weird.
He's
Did
so
Jasmine say that to him or to
strange.
Opie? I don't remember, but she went, because you move weird. I was like, T.
T. No, literally, we were saying we were grateful for Tina. And then I said, I'm gonna whisper because this is what I said, and the camera went all glitchy and everything. I said, maybe Tina's actually good for Aidan.
Oh, 100%. The second she was like, no, I'm not going to kiss you. You brought me here to try and kiss me. I'm not going to kiss you. And then he was like, oh, I kind of like being told no. It's like, well, yeah, getting what you want all the time isn't exactly actually fun.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I totally think Tina's the kind of girl that Aidan needs. Whether or not she'll stick around for much more nonsense is another
Probably
story
not.
entirely. But
Mm-hmm.
he's a straight fool and he
Straight
needs
up.
someone to put him in his place. And he was like, are you seriously mad at me? And she's like, yes. He's like, is that a serious answer? Is that your serious for real final answer? Yes.
Yeah, dude. Why would she lie about that?
I'm so glad he's finally getting put in his place. Uh so close though
No.
when she came up to him was like, they said you weren't all over you were all over these other girls. And he's like, well, to be fair, like we haven't been kissing, so how am I gonna be all over you if you don't want to kiss me yet? And she was like,
Mm-hmm.
that math does math. The first time I ever heard him say anything that made sense. They edited it in the first look like it was him being like straight up shitty. Like it sounded different in the original
Mm-hmm.
first look at it. And then once
Yeah.
he was actually saying it, I was like, oh, well, yeah, like how is he going to be all over you if you told him not to be all over you by this point? So I guess, but still, back
Yeah.
scratches aren't a big deal.
They aren't. I think like, even if it was just like a cuddle, like it wouldn't have been a big deal, but he is the type of person that wouldn't cuddle you unless you kiss him first. Like, that's what it gave to me. Of just like, I can't do these cutesy romantic things until we kiss. And
Yeah,
I
it's
didn't
called
like that.
withholding.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's called
But good for
breadcrumbing and
Tina.
withholding.
She embarrassed the fuck out of that man and
Oh, she did. And she was like,
love
I
her
like
for it.
Samraj and I like Tommy. So do what you want with that. I have options. And Samraj, I can't tell if he was like low key into it or not, but he was like, oh, yeah. And Tommy was like, hey,
Well,
guess that
yeah, Tommy
apology
will.
worked.
Yeah. Tommy, I really hope that you can stick to your word.
But how
But
about the fact that he had to drag Simba to like boost himself up? It was like, hello?
I
Who's talking
know
about Simba anymore? Why are you bringing him up? I think other boys did worse things than me, but I'm sorry for doing the less worse thing.
it doesn't matter, babe. You did a thing, and it shouldn't have happened. Doesn't matter who's
Absolutely not.
worse. But yeah, I get why Simba would be bothered. Like, what are you talking about me for? This was supposed to be about you. Hello?
Literally, it's like you're supposed to be apologizing. Why are you bringing up anyone else's actions? Like it's about your actions.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was glad a lot of girls looked like they couldn't give a fuck. I'm glad Jasmine was like, I still think Hallie should still be here. I believe that was my whole gut. And I was like, yes.
What do you think about Lorenzo insinuating that he wasn't done with her?
I think Lorenzo just has something in combination with nothing going on up in that skull of his because it's just giving I want what I can't have. It's giving I want the
Mm-hmm.
difficult thing. I don't think
Mm-hmm.
that they actually like really match each other. I think that Jasmine would end up unhappy in the end. Even if they
Yeah.
have like whatever vibes in the villa, I don't see it lasting outside, like period, between them two.
Yeah.
There's cute things. I ship their friendship more than I ship their relationship, personally.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like
I
I
could see
love
that.
their friendship.
Mm-hmm. I get that.
I see that for them
Um,
fully.
he also
But
talked
I was
about,
felt for Yasmin because she was getting it
yeah.
from kind of all sides and just going, okay, I didn't know that. You're telling me, yeah, he told her he misses the drama. And she's like, oh, you want me to
Mm-hmm.
give you drama and trouble?
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
I
He
just
said
think a
he would
lot.
he would
He said what?
miss the chase. We said that
I,
he would miss the chase.
he absolutely misses the chase. He loves the chase, and that's why he's always negging and stuff. Mm-mm-mm. And that man's a
Tea.
problem. I don't know.
Yeah.
I really like him and Jasmine together, though. I really like them together.
I do too. I just hope he can settle down. Does that make sense? Not like settle down with, but like just it gives like trauma. Like you crave
Yeah.
chaos, obviously.
Yes. Yeah, because
Um,
your chaos is your norm. It gives chaos
that
as his norm, so he craves it.
yeah. And the healthy thing for him would be to just accept like a healthy relationship.
It's too bad he doesn't have us in there to tell him that.
He doesn't have peers who are well versed.
No.
They're all too young to know
Yeah.
anything.
But that's why they're doing the shit they're doing, and that's why it's entertaining.
I know, I know.
Why we love Love Island. Um, yeah. That whole Never Have I Ever was pretty awkward.
So
I
awkward.
think that I still love these games more than the challenges. It's been like
Mm-hmm.
slowly them doing more and more of this, and it does, I feel like, actually cause more drama than the
Mm-hmm.
games or the challenges usually
Challenges.
do.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see a challenge this week before Casa more though, TBH. And then also, there were so many odd answers. Oh, about how about Angelista and her high key flex about all her football that
Oh,
she's been seeing, which by the way, I think
yes.
from what I was understanding from the discourse online is that those are like she said she saw like two in the Premier League, I think, which I think
Mm-hmm.
is like the top tier. And then the
Mm-hmm.
Championship League is like right underneath. And then Jasmine apparently was seeing someone who was on Arsenal, which to my understanding is like one of the bigger Britain, one of the bigger teams in Britain. Like in my head, they're like one of the biggest teams. Um,
Okay.
so a player from Arsenal who was Spanish, she saw for like 3 years. Her sister spilled that tea. She's like, I'm very private about it. I Googled it. It was everywhere. It was not a secret. Not a secret, babe. And her
Was
sister
he
was on
hot?
live with the next Islander. I think she was out of his league, personally.
She's out of everyone's league.
But also, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
She's so
saying.
perfect.
You know my theory. I'm like, your friend should never really fully approve of whoever you're with. Your friend should always think you can do better. Like, it shouldn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, whatever's going on, your friend should still be like, no one's good enough
Eh,
for my friend. That's
all
how I
right.
feel.
Period.
And that's how I feel about Jasmine. I'm like, who deserves her? I don't even know.
Nobody. She deserves herself.
Do you think it's weird that Kavan wants to lock it off, or do you think we're just not
Mm-hmm.
seeing enough of them?
Well, okay. I'll give it that. I don't think we're seeing enough of what's going on because it feels very much lovey-dovey. And I'm like,
Mhm.
where did this come from?
Yeah,
Why are you feeling this way?
we saw a clip last night from the previous episode where it was them like all
Mm-hmm.
cuddled up on the
Mm-hmm.
terrace, and it was quite cute. I'm really
Yeah.
having a hard time letting go of the red flag that his dad has been liking negative comments about her. Like, I'm having a really hard time letting that go. Like, regardless of how
Yeah.
nice he is to her in the villa and whatever, like, that feels like dangerous
It's gonna be a
territory on the
problem.
outside. Yeah.
She's not gonna stand for that.
No. No.
And I don't
And
feel like
also,
he's the type to choose
for
her.
sure, and also, I think Aidan Loki doesn't like her. Or
No,
Heike doesn't like her. I think he's like, oh, that's great you feel that way, but I don't want you to be with this girl, and I don't want her to be a part of our family, etc. Is what I'm sensing.
that's what I got immediately too. Like, you don't fuck with her.
Yeah.
And I don't see
Um,
it working on the outside at least.
no, I don't. And then, and I feel for her, but I just hope either that Samraj can be her temporary guy or someone from Casa can be her guy. I don't know, but there has to be a public vote this week, so that's going to change things. I think Micah is in danger, girl. Micah, you in
Yeah,
danger, girl.
yeah. She is. She is. And
Priya's
well,
lucky because people
Priya.
really like her right now.
Oh, do they?
Oh yeah,
It's just
everyone's on
me.
her side. Everyone is flipped. And I'm just like, okay, I get it, but also like I don't feel that bad for her. I don't like there's just that thing that we've been talking about where I'm like, she's just
Yeah.
rubbing me the wrong way. She's dealing with things weird. I think she does know enough currently for some of the things she's doing to be like questionable based on what she
Well,
does actually know. I do feel bad that he has been saying like shit about how he doesn't actually like her, and then they're like getting intimate in bed, blah 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 blah. So, but she doesn't know that. So to me, I'm like, sometimes from the outside looking in on Love Island, when you know things the other person doesn't know, you justify their weird actions because you're like,
yeah.
oh yeah, they should be like that anyway because this person's already doing this. But I'm like, she doesn't even know that, and so it
hmm
kind of like rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah, and I think just what she said to Mika stuck with me more. It might have not been like a super big deal, but at the game, she was like, "What you want, what you aren't meant to have."
Oh yeah, she phrased that really weird, and I was kind of like, huh?
Y- yeah, like I've heard them say, "You want what you can't have," but she said, "You want what you aren't meant to have."
Yeah, like
And I was
Samraj is
like,
definitely not for her.
yeah, I was like, girl, did no one else heard this
I
but
did
me?
hear that. I forgot about it, but I heard it and it was weird. And that's what I'm saying. She keeps doing like these little things that are like, I don't know, Priya. I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know, girl.
Yeah, I'm not, I can't with her. I cannot get
Mm.
behind that.
Unlike our girl
But I do.
Angelista. Huh? Oh
Yes.
yes.
I was gonna say, but I do understand, like, I do feel bad for her, the way Samraj talks about her. And then she's
Yeah,
going
yeah,
around
yeah,
like
yeah. Like
everything's normal, normal.
it's weird. He's being weird. He's moving
Yeah,
weird.
he is.
Um,
Angelista. Mm,
girl, I feel like you're letting Simba get off a little too easy.
literally, why are you letting this man get away with highway robbery?
People have been tweeting like Simba's doghouse and it's like a mansion, and people have been tweeting Simba's doghouse and then it's like a freestanding gate with like no enclosure. Actually, it's just like a gate that you could just walk around. It's locked, but you could just walk around. And I'm like, yeah, his doghouse isn't that deep, and he keeps just saying fluffy nonsense. And I'm like, what are you talking about? What are you
It's
actually
love
talking about?
bombing. It's love bombing.
He is. And I don't see I feel like at this point when guys fuck up this much, there's usually like especially in this villa, in USA, they make breakfast for the girls every day. In this villa, they make them coffee, which I still find
hmm
insane considering how crazy USA is in the first place, that somehow they have that standard, but everything else is such a hot mess. So by this
hmm
time, like I didn't see Tommy make Ellie breakfast or like, a fruit plate or anything to apologize for kissing those other girls. I don't see Simba doing anything like that. I'm used to seeing the guys do something like that by now to try and get into the girls' good graces. And instead it feels like they're
hmm
just like talking a bunch of fluff, and then the girls are like, okay, he proved it by not kissing anyone else for 2 days or talking to anyone else for 2 days. And it's like, has he? Has he actually?
Mm, yeah, maybe it's this generation because I've noticed that the USA girls are the same, where there's a lot of fluff and
Mm,
not enough. Like I remember like in older episodes of Love Island, like the guys would go out of their way to set up their own date, like
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
they
They've
would
done it
actually like
in
put out
recent
the
seasons.
stops.
So it's just weird. I just think it's weird, and that they should be trying a little harder. And it was mentioned earlier in the season, the guys are acting like they're the prize. And I like
hmm
that Tina, my girl Tina, she also said, it's your job
Tina.
to be pursuing me and showing me that I should like you. And I was like, preach,
Yeah.
Tina. Like, why are all these girls working so hard to get these men this season? Like, let them do some work.
hmm
Come
I'm
on.
saying. And I don't think he's done enough work. And I think as soon as Casa Amor comes, he's fucked. If he makes it to Casa.
My head is spun. Da 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 da.
I love you, Angie. You're the woman I prayed for.
Oh, it just depends on
Sickening.
absolutely, absolutely. It just depends on, I think, the what was I saying? Oh,
I
it just
don't
depends
know.
on, fingers crossed, there should be a public vote this week. I don't think they're going to send in any more bombshells this week. I think they're just going to vote out another couple or two. Don't
We'll
you?
see. Yeah. How many
And they have
couples
to
are
get back
there
to 6
right
for
now?
Casa Amor unless they're going
I
to.
was gonna say,
There's 8 couples in there right now.
oh, yeah, maybe.
I could see
It's
them
a lot of
going in
people
with
going
7
home.
by chance.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they've got to at least get one couple off of there. And I'm hoping it's a public vote because some people got to go. Somebody got to go.
Hey, y'all gotta get out of here. You don't gotta go home, but you gotta get out of here.
That's right. That's right. Mm,
Get out of my villa.
absolutely. I need Simba and Tommy to leave expeditiously. I need them, like,
Ooh,
catapulted out of there. Just put them in a thing, just release that thing, and whoosh, bye.
never sees them again.
Yes. Let's get 2 boys out of there and leave extra girls. Because why not? They all
Honestly,
rock.
they deserve to be there.
Mhm.
Period.
I want to see these girls have a great selection of boys. Uh-oh. 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 She's raving again. Oh my God. Sorry, everybody, for the technical difficulties. I'm gonna talk through whatever's going on with Mimi's camera. But what I was saying was, oh my gosh. I'm just saying about how I think these girls, a lot of them deserve to find someone else in casa. I hope they're open and that I'm curious if they're gonna take a page from USA's book and send extra boys in.
Oh, that would make sense, I guess.
I didn't mind it that it's happening in USA that they sent double the boys and let the girls actually pick the ones they're interested in instead of
Mm-hmm.
accidentally sending in like 4 flops. So if you send in 12
Mm-hmm.
boys, there's more likely a chance of the girls having more to get to know and be like, oh, actually, there's a couple who have my eye, but I get the chance to whatever. That's how I feel, but I don't know that they'll do it. I hope there is a good twist coming for Casa More for this season, though, because they have
Me
so many
too.
people in the villa. So
I
many.
want some juicy, juicy things to happen.
I mean, I really think Priya's gonna mess around, especially based on what's happening right now. I
Mm-hmm.
think Tina would mess around. I think Angelista would be open to meeting someone else. I worry that either Kavan will mess around and Jasmine will find out when she comes back, or I would like for her to find somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then I think Yasmin would get screwed over by Lorenzo and Casa probably.
I think so too. I'm actually
Tina's
on the
still there.
same page
She
as you.
will, huh?
I said I agree. I'm on the same page as you.
Yeah, we'll see because a lot can happen in the next couple of days before Casa. Like people can have
Mm.
weird random blowout fights and then get there and be feeling a totally different way.
Yeah, and we don't know what's going on. We don't get a lot of tomorrow nights anymore, so.
I'm so mad there wasn't a tomorrow night. I'm so mad. I was fully expecting it because all that stuff was kind of trickling through with Priya and Samraj. I love the tomorrow nights. Like that's what keeps me excited. I know that there's
Mm-hmm.
the first looks in the morning, but the tomorrow night's different because that gets me through the entire evening and leaves me with my jaw on the floor at the end of the episode going, oh my God, what's gonna happen next? What's gonna happen
Yes.
next? Petition for more tomorrow nights.
Thank you. Signed, Gigi and Mimi.
That's right. That's right. Um, gosh, what could probably happen tomorrow? Tina's gonna fuck around. Priya is gonna get more jealous and weird.
Maybe. And
And
probably talk to Tommy to make Samraj jealous because she thinks that's what makes him jealous.
which again, weird. And I think Tina might pull some guys for chats because she's probably over 8 and shit.
Oh, yeah. after
Yeah.
tonight, I'm sure we'll get like how the game ends or whatever, more chats, but yeah, I think she's done. She seemed very
Yeah.
done.
I hope so. And good for her. It's record time. It's finally.
Honestly, has to be the quickest turnaround rate.
How is it that there's like no girls that I actually want to leave the villa, and there's like 3 or 4 boys that I'm like, you can get rid of them immediately.
Yeah,
Immediately.
I've never had that happen before.
Well, I always think that if a season of Love Island has you on the side of the boys, that things have gone terribly wrong. Things have gone
Yeah.
terribly wrong if you're watching Love Island and you're like, oh my god, I feel for the boys. Then something's up. Something weird's going on. The casting went awry.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that I love all the girls.
They're all iconic.
That's right.
In their
Priya, even
own
though
way.
we're having a hard time, still iconic.
Yeah.
Mm.
And that's the tea.
And that's the tea. Oh my god, I almost choked on my boba.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I'm so sorry, everyone. Okay. That's the tea. We need to start saying that at the end now. We're
Oh, we
establishing
should.
this 25 episodes in. And that's the
And
tea.
that's the tea.
Okay. Where can you find us for anyone who happens to want to know?
You can find us on Instagram or TikTok at Love Island Tea Time, or if you feel like following us on X, we are capital LIT Time Pod, where we post memes, we repost, we send out the occasional tweet or two.
Oh, Twitter. Oh, Twitter.
Oh,
Yeah,
Twitter.
following us isn't for the faint of heart, especially for our USA listeners who are behind on UK. However, we'd love to hear your thoughts. We will bring them up if anyone wants to say what they think. Trust, I bring up
We
things
do.
on here that people respond on comments all the time, at least when I jump in the comment section other places. But yeah, we would love to hear from you. We appreciate you listening. Thank you so much. This has been such a fun and rewarding experience. You're just
Thanks,
smiling at me.
guys.
Yeah.
It has been. I was like stunned. I was like, that was so beautiful.
Aw. Aw. Well, thanks for listening. You will hear from us tomorrow.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.